Hello everyone, this game was played in 1973. Mikhail Tal play with white pieces and unknown player with black. So without wasting time, let's dive into the game. So Tal starts with e4 and the black replies with knight to f6, e5, knight to d5, d4, d6, c4, knight to b6 and Tal continue with f4. Why f4? Because after taking this pawn, if Tal would continue with d takes e5, then black would exchange his queen immediately with Tal's queen. So d takes e5 and Tal capture with f pawn. If Tal take with d pawn, then black immediately exchange his queen. So what a opening by Tal. Alekhine's defense 4 pawns attack. So black continue with bishop to f5, knight to c3, e6, knight to f3, bishop to b4, pin this knight, bishop to d3, offer for bishop exchange, but black decline the offer and continue with bishop to g4 and Tal castles king side, c5, knight to e4. So Tal want to give a check with knight to d6. So black continue with c takes d4 and open the bishop's diagonal. So black could exchange Tal's knight if Tal give a check with knight to d6. But Tal continue with c5. So cut the bishop's diagonal and also create pressure on knight. And this pawn is supported by knight. So black couldn't take this pawn. So black save his knight and Tal continue with knight to d6 and check. King to e7 and here pause the video and think Tal's next move. So Tal continue with knight takes d4 and sacrifice his queen. But black couldn't take this queen sacrifice. If black take this queen, then you can see that after moving knight, this rook's file becomes open. So rook takes f7 is immediately checkmate. Because rook is supported by knight and this square is covered by knight, so king has no mouse and also knight is supported by these two pawns. Couldn't take this queen sacrifice. So black continue with knight takes e5 and support this pawn to prevent the checkmate. So Tal continue with queen takes bishop and again queen sacrifice by Tal. But black couldn't take this queen with his knight. Because if black take this queen, then you can see that black immediately lose his control on f7. So Tal could continue with rook takes f7 and give immediately checkmate. Because all squares are covered, you can see that. So black continue with bishop takes c5 and try to break Tal's structure. So this knight becomes supportless. Think Tal's final move. So Tal continue with rook takes f7 check and after rook takes f7 check black resigned here. Because black couldn't take this rook and the black's king has only one move. If black take this knight with his king, then you can see that this knight covers e6 square. So queen takes e6 comes and checkmate comes immediately. And this 7th rank is covered by rook. And if black try to take with his knight, then see queen takes e6 and again king has only one move and after king to f8 queen takes knight is immediately mate. So black couldn't prevent this checkmate. So after rook takes f7 check, black resigned here. Thanks for watching and bye for now.